Good morning everyone. In the last lecture we have discussed about the job analysis. Under that we have learned job description and job specification. Okay. Now in this lecture we are going to learn the most important questions for your examination is process of job analysis. Process of job analysis is the way through which we can analyze the job. Now here we are fully clear about the job analysis. Now we have to learn how we can analyze the job, how we can maintaining the different job in a different way, so that we are following some steps which call process of job analysis. So here the process of job analysis, the first step is to collect primary information. Here the first steps of job analysis is to collect primary information. Primary information about what? It is about the job, it is about the work. Here we can say that before going to start any work, we must get the information of that work. It's called primary information. Ultimately we can say that we will get basic information of the job, basic information of the work. So collecting these types of informations in a working area, in a work, so that we can say that in a job analysis the first step is to collect primary information or basic information of the job, so that we can decide the further steps on the basis of primary data. Clear? After collecting the primary data, it is the second step to select job to be analyzed. Now we have collect the primary information of the job, like these types of performance is activated in the organization, these types of work we are working in the organization. Now in the second step we can say that there are many works we are performing in the organization, but out of this work, which work we want to analyze, which job we want to analyze. So here there are many options available to us on the basis of primary information, like these types of work we are performing, like HR work, marketing work, finance work, production and operation work, etc work we are performing, and we are collecting this information, basic information. It's called primary information of the work. Now in the second steps we can say that after collecting the primary information, it is on the hand of the manager to select job to be analyzed, like which job we want to analyze, like marketing job we want to analyze, finance job we want to analyze, HR job we want to analyze, or production and marketing work we want to analyze. So here in the second steps we can say that we must analyze that which job we want to analyze. Okay, so second step is to select the job to be analyzed. First step is collecting the primary information about the whole job which we are performing in the organization. In the second step we have to decide the final one, which job we can analyze. So first step is primary information collection, and the second is to select job to be analyzed. Clear? Third is to collect data. Now we have decided, like we want to analyze the marketing job. Now it is the steps to collect the data related to the marketing job only, because in the first step we have decided and we have get the primary information of all the data. In the second step we have decided that we should collect or we should implement our job analysis in the marketing area. Now in the third step we must decide to collect the particular data from the particular field only. For example, in the marketing job we have decided to analyze, we have selected to analyze. In the third step we will collect the whole information of marketing job, or if we have selected finance job, then we will collect the whole information of finance job likewise. So here the third steps of job analysis is to collect the data, to collect the full information of particular job. In the fourth step, to develop job description. To develop job description means we have to decide. For example, here job description, we have to decide the job title. For example, we will decide marketing manager. It is the job title. And we have to decide this point, like here job description point, because every time we cannot say that we are deciding all the points. Many times it requires only 3 to 4 points or 2 to 3 points, or in other job we require more than this point. So here we can say that for the selected job, for the selected information or data, collected information of data, we have to decide the job description of the particular area, particular work. So here the job description, we will decide the job title, job location, job summary, reporting to, working condition, job duties, machines to be used, hazards, etc. point we will decide under the develop job description, under the developing the job description. So how we can decide the job description? On the basis of collected data. How we have decided to collect the data before selecting the particular job? How we can select the particular job? On the basis of primary information of all the job which we are performing in the organization. Likewise, so here in the fourth steps, we should decide the job description. Job description means how to describe the job, how to describe the work, and under that we have to decide the job title, job location, reporting, etc. point we are deciding under the job develop or to job develop of description, or the to develop job description. Fifth point, to develop job specification. Here we have to decide which types of skill we require, which types of qualification must be there, how many years of experience must possessed by the employees, etc. point must be decided under the develop job specification. Like here we have to decide this point, which qualification we require. So here for the example we can say that we decided like marketing manager. So marketing manager must possess the qualification of master degree in marketing field, for example MBA in marketing or management diploma in marketing, etc. qualifications we have decided. Minimum 5 years of experience in a marketing field or in other field. Which types of training we are going to provide to them, like we will provide marketing related training to them. Which skill we require from them, like communication skill is necessary for the marketing manager. So etc. point we have to decide related to the job specification. So job specification is the last step of job process or job analysis process. Clear till here? What is the process of job analysis? There are 5 basic points under the job analysis, under the process of job analysis. Which are these 5 steps? The first one is to collect the primary information. Second one is to select job to be analyzed. Third step is to collect the data. Fourth step is to develop job description. Fifth point is to develop job specification. So these are the steps, one by one steps we must clear under the process of job analysis. We cannot mix these steps. These steps must be in a sequence. Like first, always in a primary information, collecting the primary information. Second step, always in the second position, like select job to be analyzed. Third is in the collection of data. Fourth one is develop job description, and fifth one is job specification. Clear till here? Everyone must remember these steps in a sequence wise. Okay, do not mix or change the sequence of the job analysis. Clear till here? If any students have any doubts in this question, please feel free to ask. Next point, and the most important point, is recruitment. Like here we have learned like what is recruitment and what is selection. Under that we have learned about the process of HRP. Okay, here we have learned the process of HRP. We have learned like what is recruitment and what is selection. So here the next topic is for your examination is also important point for your examination, recruitment. Recruitment and selection both are different point, both are working for getting the employees in the organization, but the information is different, but the technique is different. How we can implement these techniques? Like in the recruitment, we can say that we should provide the maximum information to the employees who are located in the market and collecting the data from that. In the selection side, whatever data we have collected, we have to remove, we have to select the appropriate data only. So both points are different. Recruitment is different and selection is. In the recruitment side, we can say that we are providing the maximum information of the company, of the job to the employees, to the person who are interested to work with our organization. Here we can say that we are providing the information and collecting the data or resume applications from the market, from the appropriate market. So it is the work of recruitment. Which types of work performed by under the recruitment? Like recruitment provide the information of the job. Recruitment provide the information of the job as well as related to the job description activities. Like which point we have learned under the job description. In the job description we have learned about the how to describe the job. So here they will describe the job under the job title, job location, etc. point we are deciding here. Also with that we are also providing the job specification. Like we have decided like particular skill is necessary for the employees, particular qualification is compulsory for the employees, etc. point we have decided under the job specification. So with the help of job description and job specifications, we are able to provide information in the appropriate market to inform the interested applicant to apply for the job in our organization. That's all for the recruitment work. Recruitment cannot work beyond the selection. Okay, so selection is the different point and recruitment is the different point. Under the recruitment we are providing the maximum information to the market. Like we have number of vacancies, we require this number of employees. The interested employees and qualified employees must apply in the organization, must provide their information in the organization. So under the recruitment we can say that we are able to getting the maximum applications from the appropriate market. So here the main difference between the selection and the recruitment is that under the recruitment it is the positive process and selection it is the negative process. Recruitment trying to collect, trying to motivate maximum employees to fill up the form, to apply the job, application of the job in the organization. So here we can say that in the recruitment providing maximum information to the all employees, providing maximum platform to apply in the organization. But in a selection side it is the negative process. Whatever applications we have got, like when we are completing the recruitment work, then selection work will start. Whatever applications we have collected with the help of recruitment, under the selection we have to remove the applications which is not appropriate for the organization. So it is the negative process. Why it is the negative process? We can say that it is the removing process. Whatever applications we have got under this recruitment way, so all the applicants are not able to get the job, or all the applicants are not appropriate for the organization. So we have to remove the unnecessary applications, the applications which is not helpful for the organizations. So this is the process of selection. Okay, so it is the introduction, concept and process. So process we will learn. So introduction I have discussed with you. Like here the recruitment is the first step in building an organization's human capital at a high level. The goals are to be located and hire the best candidates on time and on budget. While the recruitment process is unique to each organization, there are many essential steps of the recruitment process which we will learn in the next lecture. But first we must clear about the introduction of HR, introduction of recruitment. Now the concept of recruitment. Recruitment refers to the process of identifying, attracting, interviewing, selecting, hiring and onboarding employees. In other words, it involves everything from the identification of a staffing need to filling it. Depending on the size of one organization, recruitment is the responsibility of a range of workers. Internal recruitment is a recruitment which takes place within the concern or organization. Internal sources of recruitment are readily available to an organization. External recruitment is the external sources of recruitment have to be solicited from outside the organization. External sources are external to a concern. Okay, so it was the concept of recruitment. Now the definition of recruitment. Recruitment is the process of searching for prospective employees and stimulating them to apply for jobs in the organization. Stimulating means uttejit karvu. Okay, so here we can say that in a simple word. I would like to explain you this point in a Gujarati word like જ્યારે આપણને ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશનની અંદર એમ્પ્લોઈઝની જરૂર પડે છે તો કયા એમ્પ્લોઈઝની જરૂર છે, કેવા એમ્પ્લોઈઝની જરૂર છે, કેટલા એમ્પ્લોઈઝની જરૂર છે, કયા સમયે જરૂર છે એ આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ કરે છે ને આવા એમ્પ્લોઈઝ ક્યાંથી મળશે તે એમ્પ્લોઈઝને એ જગ્યા વિશે જાણકારી પ્રોવાઈડ કરાવે છે અને એ લોકોને ઉત્તેજિત કરે છે, મોટિવેટ કરે છે કે ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશનની અંદર જોબ માટે એપ્લાય કરો અને એ લોકો પાસેથી એપ્લિકેશન કલેક્ટ કરે છે. આ આખા પોઈન્ટને આપણે રિક્રુટમેન્ટ કહી શકશું. ઓકે, ઓર a linking functions process of locating, identifying and attracting capable candidates to develop a group of potentially qualified people, provide enough information to qualified people to self-select themselves out. Okay, so it is the definition of recruitment. Okay, any students have any doubt in this point? Clear till here? Next point is the most important point for your examination, which we will learn in the next lecture, like sources of recruitment, traditional sources and modern sources. Under that, internal sources of recruitment, external sources of recruitment, and in the modern sources like internal sources of recruitment and external sources of recruitment. It is the process which is the most important for your examination. Like in the traditional sources, we can say that how we would applying in the past, how we were applying in the past, now which types of techniques we are applying in the present. So under that we will learn the sources of recruitment, and it is also important point for your examination. In the next lecture I will explain you this whole point, so please keep this material with you. If you have your material in a hard copy, then you can easily get the point. I will explain these all points from the help of this slide only, so please be ready for the next questions is sources of recruitment. Okay, clear till here? If any students have any doubt in these questions, please feel free to ask. Okay, recruitment is also important questions for your examination, like the concept of recruitment, introduction of recruitment, what is recruitment. Here we have learned about the process of job analysis, and job analysis is important for selection as well as recruitment. Selection point is also important, selection process is also important, but we will learn in the next lecture. Clear till here? So now that's all for today's lecture. Next point we will learn in the next lecture. Thank you.